Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? So it looks like the latest in Unrival has we started the latest in Unrival starting to unravel, as now we know that one of the, I guess you could say, key players, one of the top players or one of the players have decided to bow out of Unrival. So the latest news in Unrival is that Kelsey Plum, who was picked, declared that she is not participating in Unrival this year. Some speculate that it could be dealing with her divorce. It could be dealing with so many things. But here is Kelsey Plum's response to that. She said, "I have decided not to take part in inaugural season of Unrival in order to take time for myself this offseason. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating. I wish the league and all of the players nothing but the best, and I'm excited to watch." So we know that Kelsey Plum has been battling with a lot of things and a lot of personal things, especially her recent going through her divorce with her husband, who played for the Green Bay Packers. But nevertheless, this just goes to show you that ever since Caitlin Clark decided not to play, it seems like now Unrival is, they could lose more players. To be honest with you, they could lose more players. And this is probably going to be a trickle down the threat because they could not land Caitlin Clark. And people wanted that spotlight. Now, for Kelsey Plum's situation now, I understand that she's battled with mental illness when she was in college before coming into the league. So we don't know. But Kelsey Plum, she always seemed upbeat. She always, pretty good. But when you play on a Las Vegas team that has been scrutinized for not being good to their players, you wonder how much of effect that has taken a toll on her, especially playing under the shadow of Asia Wilson, who we know pretty much tell Kelsey Plum that, Paige Beckers is just like her because the way, only way she got what she had because of her white privilege. And, and then playing under a coach like Becky Hammond, that's who always seemed unhinged and crazy from time to time. But nevertheless, man, some people say, well, hey, I don't feel bad for her. But me personally, I'm not like that. If a person is battling with something personally, you do need to take time off. I mean, even Caitlin Clark has stressed about how mental illness is real. You know what I'm saying? Because look at her. She's 22 years old. She's a young phenom. She has the weight of the world on her shoulder. Now, I'm saying Kelsey Plum ever had that pressure, because she hasn't. But going through a divorce, especially if a woman really loves her husband or whatever, may have happened, he could have cheated on her. We don't know the whole thing about it is. But Callie Finn of Twitter, she also said that Kelsey Plum announced that she's dropping out on Unrival, which is slated to feature 36 players. Down previously has 3 spots left. The off-season league is set to tip off in Miami in January. It's now down to 4 aces: Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Tiffany Hayes, and Kate Martin. How you say I did that? Tiffany Martin. So Plum was going to play on the Laces, which Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Alyssa Thomas, Stephanie Dollison, and Kate Martin. But Andrew Wade is the team's coach. It's unclear who will fill Plum's spot on the roster or who will fill the other 2 spots. Fill the other 2 spots in a 36-player league. Fellow Aces player Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Tiffany Hayes, along with Mari, are also in the league. Unrival will officially open play in January in Miami. The league was initially set to include 30 players, but it expanded and added 6 more. See, this is the point right here. They should have just stayed at 30 instead of trying to expand it to 36. Then you had 2 mystery spots that's open and hoping, and then you had Aja Wilson decided not to play. Caitlin Clark was definitely never going to play, and now you have Kelsey Plum, declining to play this year, and then you got Paige Beckers there, but she can't even play until the following season. You know what I'm saying? Now, would they invite somebody like Kennedy Carter, who said she didn't get an invitation at first, but then say she got an invitation, whatever the case would be? Could they invite some players from overseas to fill those spots? Who knows? They could be looking at other players in the league to fill Kelsey Plum's spot, but nevertheless, is what it is. It's just, to me, it just goes to show you how unraveled this league is. From the WNBA to this makeshift misfits of a league that Breonna Stewart and Nafisha Carter has put together, and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? The article goes on to say the 6 teams will play 14 games each, and the season will end with a single elimination Final Four tournament to determine the champion. Game will be played on a 70-foot court with an 18-second shot clock and 3 7-minute periods. There will also be an All-Star event and a one-on-one tournament. Why? Why in the world would you have an All-Star event and a one-on-one tournament? For what? This is not the WNBA or the NBA. You don't need an All-Star tournament. For what? We don't want to see that. You already, if you think about it, you already have an All-Star league because everybody's playing with everybody on different teams that they never played with before. So that don't even make sense. Then you got a one-on-one tournament. This league is a joke. An All-Star event and a one-on-one tournament. TNT struck a mini rights deal with the league to broadcast 45 games, and players will receive a minimum of $100,000 for the season. Plum is the latest WNBA star to either step to back out or opt out to participate. And we already know Indiana Fever Caitlin Clark was long rumored to be involved, but she won't play in the first season. There's no chance that Caitlin Clark will play in any season, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because this league pretty much would not be a success going forward. But it's also stated that Plum is a 3-time WNBA All-Star, averages 17.8 points a game, 4.2 assists a game with the Aces last season. The 30-year-old was first selected with the #1 overall pick by San Antonio Stars in 2017. She has helped led the franchise to a pair of championship titles, and they were knocked out in the semifinals of the playoff last year, attempting to win the what was to be a historical three-peat. But anyway, I mean, nevertheless, it's what it is. But I do believe they did core. I think they did core Kelsey Plum. But she also is a free agent, you know what I'm saying? So she also, let me see, yeah. Yes, I think she's going to be core, but she don't, I mean, it's unlikely. I mean, if she wants to go somewhere else, like to the Valkyries, that's in California, Um, she don't have to sign. She doesn't have to sign her core contract. She could request a trade, and maybe that'd be the best for her, because I don't know how long, even though she's going through personal issues, I don't know how long she wants to stick around with the Aces. Now, she could sign her core for one more year and then opt out to look to be traded, you know what I'm saying? Or be a free agent next year to go to another team, because they will be having another expansion team coming in next year. But nonetheless is that I think for me, if I was Kelsey Plum, I would look to be moved. Simple fact, like, hey, I don't want a title here 2 times. This team is under investigation. The team looks like they're not going to be going nowhere. We're losing coaches. We probably won't have the same roster next year. She look at it as like, hey, teams are getting better. You know, our championship run may be just over right now. You know, you don't know how long Chelsea Gray's going to play, because, you know, she's not really healthy wise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, saying she a player, but she's slow, and the league is getting faster. And Caitlin Clark stated that the way she played, the league is getting faster. You're gonna have likes of other players coming into the league. You know, Olivia Miles. You're gonna have Asia Fudd. You're gonna have Paige Blackers. You're gonna have a number of people coming into the league, and the league is gonna get quicker. The league is going to get real quick, fast, and it's going to be an up-tempo pace. You already see that the Indiana Fever already going to be running that style. You already heard the new head coach from the Los Angeles Sparks talking about up-tempo. And then you look at the Valkyries, they might be an up-tempo team. So there's going to be a really main shift in the league this coming season and the seasons beyond, because the fact of the matter is some of these players is not going to be able to keep up, because they're going to have to be really in shape now. It's going to have to be that way. So for Kelsey Plum, man, I just wish her the best. You know, whatever she got to do to take time off for herself, go ahead and take time off. Do what you need to do, because at the end of the day, your health and state, I'm not going to sit here and bash her or talk down to her, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what, at sometimes in your life, you don't know what a person is really going through. You know, it could be so many facets. But like I say, if Asia, Caitlin, and now Kelsey is not playing on Unrival, who will be the next to say, hey, I don't want to play this year, you know? Because you think about this, playing in Unrival is going to halt to your preparation for the next season. Some players, you know, state they want to rest, they want to take time off, they want to do different things. They don't have to have time to really sit back and, you know, play in another league. You know, like some people go overseas and play, you know what I'm saying? That's fine, but they still get a little bit of time to themselves. But that's fine and good. But maybe Unrival's not for everybody in that league. And some of them probably sitting back like, hey, you know what? This may be not for me. Some people say, well, you know what? Let me get this little 100,000 and be on my merry way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's what it is. But Kelsey Plum, you know, she definitely is, you know, out. You know, so that's what it is. Hey, I'm going to sit back and see who else drops out. And it's going to be really funny for Unrival to continue to unravel. This your boy, Livewire Sports Media. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. Until then, sayonara.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.